What is up, everybody? Escape211 here, and today we're going to be looking at the new hero. I am on the test server, and we are able to look at Chemist, all right? This is our new hero that's going to be coming out tomorrow, and first thing that I liked about this one is that it is an epic hero, as you can see, all right? Other ones that we've had to come out were mythics, meaning it's harder to get them. This was an epic, so it should be able to get it easier, but let's take a look at the kit here. First off, it has Bio Grenade as its main attack, so it will have a certain amount of damage hit and then an AoE damage, very similar to how Christina works with her grenades. So you want to try to hit the target to maximize damage if you can. The healing is always the same for your teammates. That doesn't change, and the ammo capacity is 8. Now, if you compare this damage-wise to, like, Iris, because she's the direct comparison as a healer, this seems like it does a little bit more damage overall per clip. Both of them have the same HP, though, so that's about the same ratio. If we look at her active ability, Rapid Shot, this is one where she will deal a good chunk of damage. On squishier targets, it takes about half their health or heals about half their health, so that kind of gives you a baseline for it. Overall, not a bad ability. You can also aim this like Scotty's net kind of ability, so that's pretty cool. Her ultimate is a big heal, so this is one that will deal it will do the full potential of your target. It will do a one-time healing, which is like practically all your health at once, and then it will give you bonus damage and damage mitigation for 6 seconds. So really strong single target boost. And then her passive will do additional healing. So when she hits them with anything, it will heal 50% of the total heal over a dot that does it like two ticks. So that's how it gets the extra damage. And you'll see that because we're going to go into try mode, and we'll get to test it here. Like I said, I'm on the test server. I don't have the actual hero yet. I haven't done much on the test server, but it can at least go into try mode and see generally how she plays here to get an idea. So my mapping right now, I'm set up for auto targeting, but I do have a fire button. This is one where you probably want a fire button. You'll see it looks kind of similar to Christina, but it doesn't bounce. So you won't have as much range with her or as much play to bounce around corners, but it's pretty good. If we look at the damage here, when you direct hit a target, 1540 is the top because this is level 10 on this try area. If to the side, it actually varies depending on how far you move from the target. You'll see, so it can be like 1,000 or 700 there. We can also hit our teammate. This is all auto targeting, so you can actually auto target your teammate too, which is nice. But if you are to hit the ground near them with this one, after he comes back, you'll see that the healing amount is the exact same. All right, but you can see that it's also healing me because I'm in the range of it and I'm starting to hit the target. So that's where like your manual fire is going to be nice, where you can hit like this area and be able to heal all of us, or I mean, you know, heal both of us and damage the target. So a lot of value out of that if you can line up those kind of situations, but most likely you're going to want to hit the ground so that you can get the exact area. There's the active ability. Boom, you'll see it took like half the health, but it's one where I could hold it to target it like you'd want to with Scotty. And I'll do that again in a minute when it comes back. It's like an 8-second cooldown, I think. And you just saw her reload there too, which isn't bad. And there we go. Again, I held it and then put it on Victor. He has a much bigger health pool than like your medium-sized target, so it's not going to heal half his health. But you know, you can get an idea of how effective that can be. And yeah, if you're trying to hit targets, again, you're going to want to use more manual aiming. I'm doing some auto aiming mixed with manual just because I have both set up on this right now. I normally wouldn't, but I did for this. So I think there's going to be times where you're going to want to do like wall peeking, right? Where you're going to want to do this, where you'll be able to damage your target this way. That I think is going to be pretty effective for her in terms of hitting targets, or being behind your teammate or healing them. That kind of stuff will be pretty effective for how she plays out. I'm using her ultimate right now. You can hold it again, just like the other one, and it will show you the targeting of who you're trying to hit. And we'll see how much health we can get back here from it. Boom, man, that's like practically all of Victor's even, which is pretty impressive. And then, of course, you can see the damage that he's doing is less, and he'll have that added damage bonus too. So really strong. You can also use the ultimate on yourself, which is nice. So we'll do that in a minute. And then you can see your boosted damage as well as obviously the healing and stuff like that. She also can be really good up close against targets. I'm waiting for this guy to come back. Somebody who has a close-up weapon or would get in your face you're actually going to be able to do damage and heal yourself if you're close enough like this. So I could see where like the issue of like Diggy or like these, yeah, like a Victor or a Letta or Shell getting in your face, or you and your teammates' face, you should be able to deal with them well and have a lot of value in those kind of encounters. So I think she's going to be very effective there, and it probably depends on your team comp, but I could see that being very effective in a way for her to get a lot of value out of just her basic attack. All right, our ultimate's ready again. I'm gonna see, just shoot it right at myself. There we go, boom. And you can see I'm doing like 2K instead of the 15K or 1500 on that guy. So, I mean, definitely you can see where the damage boost is going to do a lot for you. I don't know. I think, you know, there's a lot to like about the way her kit works for this character, but it is going to be different than Iris. Yeah, I mean, see the reload there. Yeah, just want to kill this guy. There we go. Yeah. All right, so let's just talk a little bit about her overall, right, and her sense of viability, because a lot of people are saying, you know, she's going to basically make Iris useless. To a certain degree, I could see where that would be, like, in general regular play, but there is a difference, right? Iris is more about setting up her heals, letting the heal do the work, and continually doing damage, where all of her active abilities and her main attack are going to force you to choose between when you do damage or when you hit targets, depending on how far away from each other they are, or, you know, doing group heals continuously. She does more like chunks of heals versus the dot heals that Iris does, as well as Iris's ultimate is more about controlling an area for like payload or control, whereas Chemist is a little different than that. So I think there's going to be differences between the two. I also think both of them won't necessarily be viable in high-end tournament play, but that's just my thinking. You guys can let me know what you think about this hero, and we'll see you out there on the battlefield.